Hi, everyone. So welcome to class 5 of our mindfulness NPS series. And today we're going to talk about being mindful of the body. So for the most part, the definition of mindfulness, which is paying attention to our present moment experience without judging it, we're pretty much talking about our body. And why is that? Because the body is what experiences the world. Our body is literally the vehicle that experiences our world, right? So when we're talking about present moment experience, we're talking about how is the body experiencing it. If our environment is cold, our body experiences that. If we're having an emotion, anger or joy or something, our body experiences that. If we don't feel well, if there's inflammation or pain, the body is experiencing that. So it's the body that tells us what's going on. So when we're mindful of our body, we'll get access to all that information. So let me share my screen here. Okay, so just to show you that I wasn't kidding, all the things that we've practiced so far, you'll see that they're rooted in the body. So even when I say get comfortable, right? Where do you feel comfort or discomfort in your body? When we did that orienting practice where I said, just look around and notice something that's pleasant, let your eyes land there. Again, your eyes are looking, that's your body. And then what's pleasant? In order to notice pleasant, that's the body. Any breath, deep breath, to notice the settling or the sensation of your in-breath, out-breath, again, the body. When we talk about the sensation of contact points, you can feel your butt on the chair, or you can feel the chair supporting you or holding you, or you can feel the heaviness of gravity, the being pulled down. All those things are sensations in the body. And of course, hearing sounds are our ears in our body, right? So being mindfulness for the most part is about noticing the body. And the body talks to us through sensation. That's its language. So like this is only a third of the list. I had to pare it down just to add some, but just to give you an idea that we can learn, a more extensive language in order to let our body speak to us. We could feel bloated or achy or grounded or itchy or sore or tingly, tickly, right? Tense. So many sensations that if we get good at this language, of course, just like speaking to someone, if you know the language, you can understand better, right? So if we listen deeper with our mindfulness, we'll be able to speak with our body better. So now, what are the benefits of listening to your body mindfully? So a lot of benefits, okay? So first of all, and foremost, I think, is that the body is such a big source of information. Again, because it's kind of this fine-tuned sensing instrument, it's picking up all the information from your environment and it's sending it to the brain about what we should do. Oh, it's cold here. Oh, it's I need some more water, right? But that term gut feeling, maybe you're somewhere and it just doesn't feel safe, or maybe you applied for a job and you just love the vibe, like it's cool and you feel really happy there. That's information that your body's sending to you, right? And so when we listen mindfully to our body, we're going to have access to that information about our environment, which is really important because it will inform what we do about it. Our body is a source of emotional information. So all of our emotions begin in the body. And you may not know that. You might think like anger's in the head, or I just got mad, or, depressed, my head feels heavy. And no, every emotion starts in the body. That's how we know we're feeling it. So, when we're angry, they can put sensors on your body and see that your heart rate's up, maybe your muscles tense when you're scared, you breathe deeper. When you're happy, you feel tingly, and, the warmth when you feel love, right? So emotions start in our body. And it's, again, the benefit of listening mindfully is that you might, be able to slow down some intense reactions. So like for me, when I blew up at my job and left, I was ignoring that, my body telling me all day long, I was breathing heavy, my heart was pounding, and I didn't feel good, and I was tense, but I kept saying, no, I'll be fine. I'll make it through. I'll be fine. And sure enough, my body was saying, we got to get out of here. This is not good. I didn't listen, and I blew up. So that's why we want to pay attention to our body, to that information of emotions, because it can help us know what we feel. Another benefit is that our body is where we experience the joy, the connection, the love, the peace, right? Sometimes that gets overlooked, right? Because we got too many things going on, math tests and news stories and vaccinations and issues and problems, right? But here is where we feel that awe, that connection to other people, that love, that feeling cared about. And so we want to check in with our body if we're feeling that, and allow ourselves to soak that in so that we have some of that. This is where we feel it all. Paying attention to your body, it's known that people who pay more attention to their body are healthier, and that's because they're listening, right? And that your body will tell you, um, yeah, should I watch some more Netflix? The body says, I'm so tired, right? Should I get that second helping? Ugh, I'm so full, right? The body tells you what you need to know. And people who listen to that say, what is that little ache? Should I see the doctor? Right? Tend to be healthier because they're listening. I'm thirsty. I'm going to drink more water, right? So listening to your body can make you healthier. Our body is always in the present moment because it is literally what experiences the present moment. So if your mind's in the future or the past, worrying or regretting or whatever, and you feel like, I want to get in this present moment, you bring your attention to some place on your body and really notice that, like your contact points, like any place that we've picked, and you'll see that your body, that it can't, if you're paying attention to that, you're in the present moment. You're not in the future, because that sensation of your body on that chair is in this moment, happening now. It's not the future or the past. Yeah. And that's why we practice moving our attention, so we can bring it to places that are in the present moment. And then another really cool thing, and we're going to talk about mindfulness of thoughts in another class, but when you are good at paying attention to your body and sorting out the sensations in your body, then you can actually see your mind more clearly. And that's important, because sometimes our mind, it's running constantly, and it's running in the background, and it's making us feel things, and we don't even know what's happening. So in some ways, it's kind of taking control without us knowing it. But if we have our awareness in our body in the present moment, we can actually see the thoughts and then separate them from, oh, what's really happening versus what do I think is happening. And so it's another really important benefit of having the ability to pay attention mindfully to your body. Okay, so bottom line, when you practice mindfulness, you're learning to listen to your body. And I love this play on words here. It's a good thing, because it's smarter than you think. The body is really smarter than you think. It's doing a lot of the work. As I said, the brain is just almost a calculator, right? The body is what's feeding it the data. It knows how to calculate, but your body will tell you what's important. Okay, so let's stop this share here. Great. Okay, so we're going to practice kind of a body practice, that's really focused a lot on the parts of our body. And I want to give you a little heads up. Sometimes there's certain people that who have a lot of anxiety or something like that, that a body scan doesn't feel good. So what I want to invite you to do is definitely listen to what your body's telling you. As we do this scan, if it feels okay, great. Let try to do it, right? If it starts to feel uncomfortable, see if you can hang with the discomfort again, because then you're learning how to listen. You go, oh, my body didn't like that. And we're going to move to different parts of the body, and you'll see that you have different sensations or reactions depending on the part of your body. So even if it's uncomfortable, that's a good thing to watch, and gives you a lot of information about what's going on. If though it's super activating and uncomfortable, and you're just starting to feel like, I can't do this, I hate this, please pop out of what we're doing and do what feels good to you in terms of a mindfulness practice. So we've tried, that orienting practice, like I said, where you look around, notice slowly, right? Let your mind, your eyes, not your mind, let your eyes slowly direct your gaze to something that's pleasant, where it stops. It might stop on something pleasant, and just allow your attention to lightly stay there. Or if you like the contact points, the sensation of the contact points, go ahead and bring your attention there. Just something that feels good for you. But yeah, if you notice that this body scan, it's called, is making you more activated than makes you that it's overwhelming you, that's the word, then please pop out and take care of yourself, but hopefully doing some mindful activity so that we can still work in the realm of mindfulness. And noticing that is a great thing for yourself, because that's how it works in the world, right? Things happen to us, we get activated. Where can we move our attention to work with this? Okay. But for those of you that this is okay or just moderately uncomfortable, please try to stick and hang in. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to sit up straight this time. Again, because there's a couple of posture. There's many postures, but they do different things. And so sometimes when you want to really pay attention, the sitting up straight but relaxed, or upright but relaxed, is the best posture. And I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths. Allowing your eyes to either close or have a low gaze. And if you'd bring your attention now to the sensation of gravity, noticing yourself being pulled to the chair, to the couch, whatever you're sitting on, the floor, the earth. Feeling that sensation, the heaviness. And now just sort of noticing the sensation of your whole body sitting. Okay, so I invite you to bring your attention to your feet, both feet, and see what you notice in terms of sensation there. Are they warm? Are they cold? Are you barefoot so you feel the air? Does one feel different from the other? You can even move your toes and see how that feels, or, kind of rotate your ankles. Do that, watch the sensations there, and then let it stop. And notice the sensations. Okay, so now I'd like you to bring your attention to the sensation in your two legs. You know what? Let's actually just move to the right leg. So the whole leg from the calf up to the thigh, that includes the knee. So the sensations could range anywhere from, all those ones that you saw that list of, to neutral. And maybe you don't really notice any sensation there. And you could even bend your knee a little bit. And then let's move our attention to our left leg. And the same kind of interest, checking out the sensations. Moving the knee. You might notice some pain somewhere. Either a pain that you're used to having because you're injured something, or something that you noticed that you never noticed before. But you could even be curious about that. What is that pain like? Is it achy or dull or sharp? Or hot? Throbbing? Okay, so now move your attention up to your whole back. And see if there's any sensations in your back. And some people, have back issues. Just noticing what are the sensations there in lower back, mid back, upper back. Sometimes if we have a pain or a tension, then our mind will kick in, right? Remember how I said the mind's always trying to help us. So you might say, oh, I remember when I tweaked my back and I did that thing. And all of a sudden, your mind is off the track. You've started to wander because there was a trigger of a pain or a sensation somewhere in your body, and your mind started thinking about it. So if you notice that happening, or if you notice that you just got bored and started thinking of other things, just gently bring your attention back to the sensation of where we are, which right now is on our back. And so now I invite you to notice like your neck, shoulder, arm areas. If you notice any tension, you can, again, invite it to relax. Or maybe you can move your shoulders a little and let them relax. Or maybe it's just a tension that's there and won't relax. I have some chronic issues in my neck, so yeah, I just notice them. what they're like. Are they pleasant? Is it unpleasant? Or is it sort of neutral? Now maybe bring your attention to your hands. So hands are interesting. See if what you think, how it feels for you to bring attention to your hands. We use them a lot. So we have a lot of experience with sensation in our hands. So for some people, they could be like, oh yeah, I really feel my hands, whereas my knee, it was hard. But notice the sensations in the palms of your hands. And notice, is that a pleasant sensation? Is it an unpleasant sensation? Or is it a neutral sensation? Because if you have this information that, oh, my hands, they're either pleasant or neutral, then when you're having a sensation somewhere that's unpleasant, you can bring attention to that sensation in your hands and change the experience, right? Or at least change your focus on a different experience. Okay, so now let's bring our attention up to our scalp, maybe the back of the scalp, rolling over the head, coming up to the top of the head and to the forehead, and moving down the front of the face, the eyes, the nose, the temples, the cheeks, the jaw. Sometimes there's a lot of tension in the face. It kind of meets the whole world all day, every day, huh? And sometimes just bringing our attention to that tension can allow it to release. Or again, you might notice it. You can even, I notice some tension in my jaw. I might just massage my jaw for a minute. Notice the sensation of the massage. So just noticing your whole head and face, the sensations there. Okay, now then we'll just come back down the neck, the front of the neck, to the chest and the belly. How is that? Are they tight? Are they relaxed? Do you notice the movement with breath? Maybe you notice the sensation of your clothes. Just checking in and not judging it in any way. Noticing if you like it or don't like it. Or it doesn't matter. Okay, so now expand your attention to include your whole body sitting with all its different sensations in the different areas, the neutrals, the pleasants, the unpleasants, the aches or the warm, cool, itchy, This is our whole body sitting. Okay, so we're going to come back, just noticing the sound of my voice, bringing your attention there. And also you can start to move your toes or your fingers or your wrists or ankles. Go ahead and look around. You can open your eyes when you feel ready and move your neck maybe. Okay. So that was a body scan. They do a lot of these on the apps if you have a mindfulness app. And if you liked this thing, you can use the body scan. A lot of people use it to go to sleep sometimes. But like I said, there's a whole bunch of other people that don't like mindfulness of the body very much because it kind of brings up the anxiety. It's uncomfortable. It's activating. And so, but because mindfulness is about places in the body, we want to be able to find places that are neutral so that we can move our attention there, right? Even if you had something soft, I don't have something with me, but here's a sweatshirt. But even if you had something soft, you can notice that sensation of touching something soft, right? So that if you got activated, you can bring your attention to the sensation of something soft, and hopefully that helps just to bring your activation down a bit again, so that we can help ourselves, right, in those moments when things get stressful or hard. Okay, so thank you. And yeah, leave any messages, comments, or email me. And I appreciate you being here. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.